Emma now. Good
Ooh,
afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna roll with dice today, just 'cause dice, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
You just have to trust me. I don't know all this bullshit.
He's like, oh, I just can't believe it. Another natural
Natural
20.
20, natural 20, natural 20. Back to back to back to back. Throw in the odd fail just when it doesn't matter, just to like balance out the books a bit.
mm.
That's how we recorded. Right.
Yeah, there's.
Coming up tonight, the
Right.
lads discuss pop soda.
Discuss Coke.
Well, it wouldn't be the Dice Dice Baby podcast if the first minutes 30 was just pure shite. So, welcome back to our listeners. Thank you for returning after our brief radio silence. We've had a couple of holidays and other things to contend with, but we are back and we are ready to play for your enjoyment and hopefully the players' enjoyment as well. Catching up on
Baby's back, motherfucker.
last episode's shenanigans, we saw the brave party of adventurers leave the death house and encounter the village of Barovia for the first time. They explored it a little bit, found a barkeep that seemed a bit mindless. Spoke to Ismark, who is the son of the burgomaster of Barovia, who unfortunately has passed away. And he wants to take his sister to safety because she's currently trying to be, or Strahd is currently trying to charm her, supposedly, make her his bride.
Cheeky devil.
And he thinks that Valaki, a settlement about 7.5 hours away, is the safest place for her. So he has enlisted the help of our brave adventurers. And after a few other tasks needed to be completed, such as burying the body of the poor dead burgomaster in the church, where a mad priest currently lives, whose son has turned into a vampire spawn. And rather than deal with that, the adventurers thought, no, let's just bury this guy and we'll leave that poor man's son to just wallow in the basement of the church.
Don't make us feel any more guilty. God.
So we'll see if they come back to that anytime soon.
Not a fucking chance.
Will Doru still be there? Who knows? But anyway, they slept the night to recover their wounds, ready to set off on an adventure towards Valaki. And that is where we will pick up with the six of you: Irina, Ismark, Gamma, Orin, V, and Elias, all ready to embark on their journey. It's early morning. Again, it's still lightless and cloudy. No sun really piercing through, and it's still very cold. How are you going to set off in regards to positioning?
What type of path is before us? Is it like a jungle
Yeah.
path, a
How
woodland
long
path?
and girthy is it?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
It's the path itself's probably about 20 feet wide.
That's pretty fucking girthy.
Yeah,
What's
very
to either side
girthy
of
path.
us?
Should we walk in like an arrow formation,
At
chest
the
puffed
moment,
out?
At the moment, it's just flat grasslands outside of Barovia, but you can see probably about 40 feet in the distance is just forest. But all around, like the mist is still encircling you, and it covers the forest. The path itself is quite muddy and just a very old, worn dirt track.
Elias is the most muscly, so I think he'll go first.
Ismark is riding front with his sister Irina. There is space for you to sit on the back of the wagon as the coffin no longer sits there, or you can walk alongside it if you wish.
I'll sit down.
I'll walk alongside. Let the dwarf sit on there. Not dwarf. What are you? You're a halfling, aren't you?
Yeah.
No.
Or
Let
it's
you
no.
sit on the cart,
I know.
rest your little wee legs.
Did you just assume
Skelly
his
legs.
species?
Yeah.
Um,
It's racist, that is.
oh, fuck.
No,
Done it
Mish.
again, boys. We've done it again.
Like as if you thought he was a halfling.
No, he's a
What is
halfling.
he?
It's not a halfling,
Is
it's a
he-
gnome.
Oh,
Oh my
Oh
god! I
No,
my
like a
got
god.
garden
Yeah.
gnome.
twice in
God,
Just
one.
no.
gets worse.
Fuck.
A halfling, a dwarf.
Is there going to be like a protest in Barovia?
Yeah. Me a little
now, to be
sign in
honest,
my hand.
the Barovian villagers, for lack of them, because you hardly saw any, but they have no idea what a gnome is. So, as far as
At least, yeah. Come on. At least I know
Are there no
what you are.
garden? Are there no gardens in Barovia?
I
Yeah,
mean,
do they not have any like
let's just
little
imagine
ceramic
Barovia.
gnomes?
no, not really, but
Imagine it's
I
just
mean,
really grey.
they've never really seen halflings, gnomes,
Or just
or
dirt?
dwarves, or
I mean, what
tieflings
about
for that
Ad?
matter.
Ad's a fucking robot.
I'm not a robot, alright. Please.
I'm not a robot, alright.
I'm not a
Language
robot.
settings changed.
So, yeah, we've got Elias walking in front of the carriage with Ismark and Irina sitting up front. Orin, you said you were going to be sitting in the back.
Yeah.
And
I'll sit on it if
the
possible.
yep,
I'll get involved.
I'll walk alongside, looking hench.
I'll walk along the opposite side to wherever Elias is.
okay. So you kind of flank either side of the wagon, just behind the horse, to
Yep.
obviously not obstruct its vision, and you set off. The path is relatively easy to navigate. The horse has no real problem pulling the wagon. Seems to be quite a peaceful journey so far. You're absently chatting amongst yourselves. No, obviously keeping an eye on what's around you, and you leave Barovia behind as it starts to fade into the distance. And approaching, you can hear the rushing flow of water going through quite forcefully, and you approach a stone bridge that leads over it. Ismark, as he rides, speaks out. This is the Ivlish River. It runs all the way through to the Share Pool and Share Falls, where it stops. Do not drink. Do not swim. It is piercing cold.
I don't think this applies to me. That's all I'll say. Just.
Don't want to get water in your circuits, mate. Fair enough.
I do not have any circuits. I'm a magical construct.
Really, you haven't said that before.
I only speak when necessary, and my circuits are non-existent. Mr. Beef Belly. Where are we in terms of like crossing this?
You're just at you're at the foot of it, so
Is there an obvious way to cross?
yeah, just straight over the bridge.
Oh, so it's just a simple bridge to cross.
Yeah, stone bridge.
Can I?
I make a perception. Oh, go on.
Yeah, I was going to say, can I look under the bridge to make sure there's no trolls or anything lurking under there that's going to jump out on us?
Well, you'd have
Figure it
to
out. Hello.
you'd have to get off the wagon and walk down the embankment a little bit
Can I
towards.
Yeah, I was going to say, can I get off the wagon, walk over and just peer over the edge to the side of the bridge and see if I can see any footsteps in the mud or any signs of anything large leaving the water at either sides of the embankment?
And I will make a check on the actual bridge to see if there's any traps or anything.
Yep. So you get off the wagon and start to walk down Gamma, and Ismark goes, "Tin man, where are you going?"
Ah, you see, my friend, I am just observing to make sure nothing scary will pop out. Have you ever heard of a troll?
Troll?
Ah.
What is troll?
It is a very large, monster-like creature, with scary jaws and scary hands. It will most likely tear us all to shreds. Therefore, I'd rather know about one if we're going to encounter one, if that makes sense.
I have never seen or heard of troll in town place before.
And you
But-
should be so grateful.
If you wish, have a look, but be careful. There
Okay.
are other things than trolls around.
Eth, I checked for traps or like things on the bridge and got a 22.
Okay, so regarding your role, you don't notice anything untoward on the bridge. It is just a cobblestone bridge, which seems a bit different compared to the rest of the path being dirt, but obviously maybe the people who built it thought it's just more secure than having a wooden bridge going over the
Yeah. Sound.
Do you want me to do my check?
river.
I'll pass it on to my colleagues.
Yes, what did you roll?
No, I'm just about
Gamma?
to roll it now. I got a 6.
A 6.
So 2 plus 4, yeah, so 6.
You look
That was
down
quick
underneath
maths,
the
that.
bridge, trying to discern if you can see any footsteps or any tracks leading from it, and you just see water and soil.
I'll call back. I don't see any trolls here, guys. I think we might be relatively safe. And then I'll come
Can you
back and
see
sit
anything
up.
else, mate?
No, it looks quite clear to me. I don't think we will have any issues crossing this bridge. None
Seems
at all.
alright from the top as well.
Ah, perfect. I'm gonna. Can I go and sit back on top of the cart, please, Heath?
Yep. You
I'll
take
lead the
your
way.
space. Orin, what are you doing at this moment in time? Are you just sitting there? Are you meditating, reading a book?
Yeah, I'm kind of just sitting there, just smoking a pipe, casually sitting back, enjoying the dismal view of Barovia, I'm guessing.
Yeah, all the lovely sightseeing that you're currently on.
Taking in all the greyness I'm being surrounded by.
Irina turns round as the wagon sets off, and she looks at you and she goes, "I've never seen your kind before. Tell me, where do you come from? What kind of life does your kind live?"
See, I'm a forest gnome, so we're not the most abundant species in the world. We have two kinds. There's the rock gnomes that seem to live more underground. And then, like myself, the smaller type. I'm a forest gnome, so I tend to dwell in the forest, hidden more from society.
You get crack rock gnomes.
I mean,
I
I
beg your
guess.
pardon.
They're just really excitable.
A crack rock gnome? What's a crack rock gnome?
That's exactly what it says on the tin.
A crack rock.
got
Gnomes
rock
that like
gnomes.
cracking rocks.
No, Ad. Crack cocaine.
That like crap.
What?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Crack
What?
rocks? You not know what a crack rock is?
No, I've never heard the term crack
You've
rock.
never heard of a crack rock?
No.
This isn't the innocence of Gamma, by the way. This is the
This is
innocence
genuinely just
of
Crack
the
rock.
naivety of Adam.
I've obviously
sorry,
heard
not
of
Adam.
cocaine. Yeah, please don't say my name.
Especially when we're talking
I've
about
seen your name
crack
about 10
cocaine.
times already.
Yeah, I've heard of crack cocaine. Like I'm not ignorant, but I've never heard of a crack rock.
Well, that's what crack. It comes in rock form.
I thought it comes from Colombia.
Well, if we were
Would you
monetized,
hang
this
on?
would be
Wait,
Wait, it's not. It doesn't just
demonetized
come looking like the Colombian flag.
I don't know. They dig it out of the
They
ground
just,
in
oh yeah,
Colombia.
because in Colombia they have crack rock mines. They go down and dig the crack rocks
Yeah, I
out
thought
of
just
the
dig the crack out
out
of
of
the
the
ground.
mines.
So what did you picture it then? If you went, oh, it doesn't look like a rock, but it just comes from Colombia. So what is that thing
No,
coming from Colombia?
I thought that they make it in big batches, like in big
Just
like
normal cocaine.
in like a
man.
vat, and it comes
crack's
out like a
made
powder,
differently.
like a powdery substance.
Yeah, that's cocaine.
DM, please save us.
yeah, but like
Watch,
it's not like a
watch
rock.
like I don't know, like watch Ross Kemp on coke or something.
Ross Kemp on coke. What Ross Kemp's
Yeah.
got high on coke and filmed himself.
Yeah, that would have been the best if he would have instead of talking about it, just did it.
Fucking hell, Ross Kemp on coke.
Well, this has gone from asking what species I am to like Ross Kemp.
Was somebody introducing crack rocks?
So, anyway, moving on. You
Okay.
Arena seems to take note of what Orin said and replies that seems quite a lonely lifestyle, but you have 3 friends here. How did that come to pass?
Well, I quite like the lonely lifestyle, and I kind of look at it and I say, well, friends, it's more companions.
Fucking speak for yourself, Cam.
Just stating facts of life. We've only known each other about a few days.
That's true, actually.
Yeah, the path starts to go as you head south. It starts to bend round a bit. The wood seems to get a bit closer here as the path takes like a northwestern trajectory. It's very close to the stream. It's probably about 5 feet away from you on the road, and then you start to descend down a slight hill, and you approach some crossroads where an old wooden gallows creaks in a chill wind that blows down from the high ground to the west. A frayed length of rope dances from its beam. The well-worn road splits here, and a signpost opposite the gallows points off in 3 directions. Barovia Village to the east, Stairpool to the northwest, and Ravenloft/Vallaki to the southwest. The northwest fork slants down and disappears into the trees, whilst the southwest fork clings to an upward slope. Across from the gallows, a low wall, crumbling in places, partially encloses a small plot of graves, shrouded in fog.
I'm gonna just point out. I'm gonna go. That doesn't look like a rope swing. As we go near it. Oh dear.
I'll turn around to Gam and I'm like, was that you? Was that your humour setting kicking in?
Oh no, it just generally doesn't look like a rope swing.
I'm just going to talk out like a lecture, like, hey Gamma, reduce humour by 40%.
I think that's more my humour. I
I
found
think
that hilarious,
so,
but I'm gonna ask Ishmael. Ishmael, my good friend, do those things get used frequently round here?
It's Ishmark, Tin Man.
Ah, my apologies, Ishmael. Please tell me, do these things get used frequently round here?
Gallows, yes, but there is enough death in Barovia for anyone. It is a lonely way to die.
And just to point out, I'm not made out of tin. I'm made out of steel.
Noted.
Oh, that was quite ominous.
Someone make a perception check for me, please.
I will. 10.
10. You notice that the fog has sort of got closer as Ismark has like parked the wagon while staring up at the gallows. Suddenly above you, a huge rain cloud forms, and thunder and lightning flash. A lightning bolt strikes the wheel of the wagon, taking it off. The cart topples. Can you, Gamma, and Orin make a dexterity check, please?
God.
Like saving throw, just a bog standard dex check.
It's dex saving throw.
11.
11. You manage to get yourself away from the cart and remain on your feet. Likewise, Garrick, you do with your 15. Unfortunately, Ismark has been toppled from it, and the wheel has actually crushed him a little bit. He seems to be stuck underneath the wheel. Quite a heavy iron thing. Irina, on the other hand, managed to leap from the wagon safely, and she lands on her feet when suddenly all around you can hear the howling of wolves.
Oh my god.
Through the forest,
God.
4 dire wolves with dark black eyes and snarling teeth approach you. Roll for combat.
I was going to try and get this thing of Ishmael.
If I was to try and get what's his face out from under the cart, would I be able to do that before the combat, or would I have to do that as an action?
That's your action now.
Oh fuck!
I got 8, Eth. Gamma got 8.
Oh,
Sorry,
Yep.
DM.
Even you're doing names now.
Yeah,
God's sake.
I struggle to beat
No
into
names.
And got an abysmal 4.
Okay.
I got a 19.
I haven't done mine
Brad
yet.
got a 19.
And I got a 14.
14. Okay. And the lead direwolf, who looks larger than the other three, leaps forward and he attacks Irina, and he rolls a 8, which I don't think is a hit. +5. No, it misses. She deflects it with her shield. So one of the other direwolf charges forward, leaps out to bite you, Garrick, and rolls a 21.
That is a hit.
Bite him or swallow him whole.
Oh, I was going to say.
2d6, 4, 6, +3, 9 points of damage.
Fucking hell. Me off me fucking
no.
elf gun.
Garrett could be like a cooked chicken from the deli counter for them.
I've messed up there. Sorry, Brad, you were meant to go before that direwolf.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But yeah, there you go.
I'll use my attack on that direwolf then. That's
Okay,
to use a
roll.
firebolt.
Roll to hit.
Go on.
19.
Yep, that hits.
Woohoo.
4. Okay.
4 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up
as my
is...
bonus action.
Oh,
Can
okay.
I just... Oh, sorry. I'll say as my bonus action, I'm going to Misty Step 30 feet away. So I'm 30 feet further away from being bitten.
Okay, so you're sort of like back away from the crossroads now, and you can see like the melee.
To you, fucking hell.
You can
So
see
I've
the
gone from
melee
20 to 9
happening
hit
in
points in
front
one
of
point.
you. Next up, it is Elias's go.
Yeah, I'm going to use my bonus action to enter rage mode and turn into a wolf.
Oh.
Yep. They look a bit taken aback as another one of their kind has just sort of appeared in front of them. You can sort of see and sense the surprise on them, but they tilt their heads and look at you, awaiting to see what happens next.
Well,
He's
we'll
the
see.
alpha
I'm
male.
gonna make 2 claw attacks. Let's see if I can get them.
On which one? Or
On the closest one to me.
okay.
So here we go. 13
Yeah, miss.
and a
Oh, God, I got
23.
23 hit.
Yep. We just do damage. 1 second. Uh, 8 points of damage. Fine, sir.
Okay, so you take, what was that with you, claw or bite?
That was a claw attack.
Okay, so you claw at the side of the wolf, and dig a deep gash into it, and it yelps in pain. But the next wolf launches an assault on you, Gamma, and he rolls with advantage as they are within 5 feet of each other. Part of their pack tactics, and he hits a 7, so roll again. 10, so he misses anyway.
Yeah.
And that brings it round to your go, Gamma.
Okay.
Eth, sorry. I actually needed a +2 on the damage, so just add another 2, so it was 10 points of damage. Sorry, because I'm in rage mode. Sorry, I forgot about
Sorry.
Okay.
that. Oh, so sorry.
Gamma, you'll go.
Okay. Can you please explain how close all the wolves are to me and my companions? Is there any wolves within 5 feet of me?
They're all within 5 feet of you. They're like basically on top of you, apart from obviously Gamma, who has Misty stepped 30 feet away and poor Ishmark is still underneath the wagon.
Oh
Uh,
no.
Okay. So like they are my companions to the sides of me, and the wolves are in front of us, sort of attacking us in a line.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna hold out my hands, like as if I'm about to do a jumping jack, and slam their steel palms together, trying to create a thunder wave.
Okay.
They need all of these wolves. Well, it's a 15-foot cube originating from myself. Need to make a Constitution saving throw. The save is 12.
Fail, fail, natural 20, and fail.
Okay, so any that failed take 2d8 thunder damage, and get pushed back 10 feet.
Okay.
But the ones that passed don't get pushed, but take half this damage. So I'll roll my d8 now. So 5, 5, so 10. So 10 points of damage to the 3, and they get pushed back 10 feet. And then there's the other one takes 5, I believe.
Okay. 3 of the wolves are pushed back and end up on their side and standing up and snarling at you as you've just unleashed this thunder wave towards them. One of them, was the strongest one, seems to have brushed that off a little bit and stares at you menacingly. And that brings it round to Gamma's go. Garrick's.
I'm going to cast. How many are there still?
4 still alive. There's from where you are, because you've gone 30 feet away. The 3 of them are about 50 feet now. And then, no, 40 feet, sorry. And then the other one is 30 feet where the rest of the party is.
Okay. I'm going to cast a first level magic missile, and I'm going to hit each of the ones that have been knocked down. They all automatically hit with magic missile, so I'll have to roll individually for them.
Yep.
Pardon me.
So 3 on the one.
3 for that one.
4 for that one.
Yep.
And 2 for the other one.
Okay. So these magic missiles are shard of bright blue. You point at each wolf in turn, and it pierces into them, and they yelp as each one goes in. Irina, rather than attacking the direwolves, runs over and goes to where her brother is with the wheel on top of him, and she tries to lift it up, and she rolls a 16 with an almighty effort, exerting all the effort that she can. She manages to lift the wheel up slightly, giving Ishmark enough time to crawl away before she drops the wheel back to the floor, panting as the exertion has took that out of her. Ishmark gets up and runs into the fray, and he rolls to attack, and he hits, rolls another one and hits, and then misses with his 3rd attack. So, what are his stats? 6. So 7 points of damage on one of the direwolves, and then it's 13 points of damage to another one, and that's his turn over. And it brings it back round to one of the direwolves go, and he targets you, Elias.
No.
It's a 19.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay, so you take 9 points of damage, but I'm guessing that's halved as you're in rage.
Yes.
Okay,
Is that what
so
happens?
I don't know. Does your rage?
I don't think I actually have that yet because I think that's at higher levels, isn't it?
No, I think it's just part of the
It
berserker.
should just say under rage. Like it should just come under the rage section on features and traits.
Piercing,
It says like you're
bludgeoning,
resistant to bludgeoning. Yeah.
piercing, bludgeoning, slashing damage.
Yes, it does say that. Sorry, fucking hell.
You take
Yeah.
5 points of damage from that direwolf then.
As many as 5.
Oh wait, fuck it! I've completely missed these. Go on.
Yeah, you have.
That's what I meant to say. Brad's magic missile was meant to be right. Okay, yeah. So Brad, you were meant to go, but I've fucked up there. So V, you'll go, mate.
Is any wait, and every enemy's out of range now? Because I was behind the cart. What direction were they all pushed?
You were behind the cart, or were you in front of it?
I was at the oh no, sorry, I was at the opposite side to wherever Elias was.
Elias was in front, like next to the horse. So
Oh,
you can
I was just at
tar-
one of the sides then.
yeah. So you can target one of the direwolves. The others are 10 feet away from you.
Okay, yeah, I'll just target the one that's in melee range of me then.
Mm-hmm.
Make two two scimitar attacks.
Roll to hit.
12.
Miss.
God. 9.
Miss.
It's gonna be a terrible night of rolls. That's me done.
One of the direwolf that was pushed back moves closer into the fray, and that's his turn over, which brings it round to Elias's go.
Yeah, same again. I will make 2 attacks with my claws.
Roll to hit.
21.
Hit.
21. And 5. 6, sorry. Natural
Miss.
1. Fuck.
Natural 1.
Oh.
Do I
Okay.
still get the other hit? Or...
So you swipe with your first claw and slash into one of the direwolves, and then as you start to move and swipe with the other one, you completely miss swing, and you end up gamboling 10 feet away and are on your back.
Damn it. Do I still get the damage then for the first hit?
Yep, you still managed to get that one off, but your second one took you well out of the combat.
Oh, okay. Let me just roll the damage. 5 points of damage. So have I got to get back into combat then, yeah?
Yep.
Spicy.
One of the direwolves turns, and he is going to move 5 feet closer into combat, which then brings it back round to another direwolf, who is again going to move 5 feet into combat, and it is now Ad's go, Gamma.
I am going to get down on one knee and start magically creating and tinkering my Eldritch cannon.
Okay. Is that your turn over?
Yep, that's all I can do.
Right. Torgs, your go.
I will attack the direwolf that I was targeting a second ago.
Okay.
22
Hit.
and 12, for God's sake.
And a miss.
Uh, 5 damage.
How do you want to kill it?
Me!
Oh! God, they're weaker than expected. It will like go to like lunge at me, and I'll just like put my scimitar like just straight into its like mouth and almost like out the back of its head slightly, and just like pull and then just pull the sword out.
Bloody Nora, mate.
Brains and blood cover the scimitar as you pull your blade away from this direwolf's head, and with its tongue lolling to one side and its eyes rolling into the back of its head, it flops to the ground and lays still dead. One of them has been slain. Well done. Which brings it round to one of the direwolf's turns, and it can only target Gamma, V, or Irina, or Ismark, and he goes for you, Gamma. So, with advantage, he rolls a 17.
I cast Shield at level 1.
Okay.
I've got +5 AC, so I've got 20 armor class till the start of the next turn.
20 armor class. Okay. Start of your next turn.
Till the start of my next turn, yeah.
Okay. It is now your go, Garrick.
I'm going to ping off a firebolt cantrip at. I suppose it doesn't really matter which one. The one on the lowest health, I guess.
Yeah.
Actually, I suppose I wouldn't know that, so I'll just cast it. Well, I'll just cast it anyone. To be fair, I'll let you pick.
Okay, I'll roll it. Yep. Okay. Roll.
D20 plus 5. Shit. 9.
Miss.
And that is my go.
Okay.
Miss.
It's now one of the direwolf's turns, and he targets Irina, and he hits. Oh no, on advantage, just in case he gets a natural 20. He doesn't. She takes 2, 3, 4 piece, 6 points of damage to Irina.
6-piece bargain bucket.
Oh, now you're talking.
Elias, your go.
Yeah, another cheeky attack with my claws.
No, you can't. You're still.
Oh, I'm fucking away, and I. Okay, I am gonna see if I can do anything with my rage. No, I'm just gonna have to do a little dash back into the action area.
So you do the digital dash and get back
digital
into the
Yes,
into the fray,
correct.
and that is your turn over.
Oui.
And it is now one of the direwolf's turn, and he will now roll with 3, and he targets Ishmark. It's a 21, but does he get a natural 20? No, he doesn't. So Ishmark takes 6, 8, 11 points of damage.
Okay.
And that's his turn over. And it is now Gamma's go.
Is there any? Say there's something near to Brad to Garrick. Orin.
No, Brad's 30 feet away.
Is anything the person near the lady? I would like to shoot my Eldritch Blast at her out of my cannon.
What, Ishmark?
No, the wolf next to him.
Oh, right. Okay, roll to hit.
Because it'll push them back.
You did say shoot at her. I was like, no, don't
So
do
I
it.
mean the wolf next to him. I got a 15.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Gamma's just like, I'm not risking her getting a third bite. Be
Nah.
gone.
Blow her head off.
Okay, 1d8. Damage is 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And she
And
gets
is it
knocked back
push?
5. Yeah, the wolf gets pushed back 5 feet.
Okay, nice one. V, you'll go, mate.
I'm I presume I'm out of melee range of all of the wolves currently, or
They're on the other side of the wagon, so you'd probably have to walk. Yeah, go over there to.
but they're not. Okay, so they're directly opposite, so there's none like in line of sight at all for like even a crossbow attack.
You could probably shoot a crossbow, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll try and have a single pop at just the weakest one then, whichever one's taken the most damage.
Yeah, there's one that seems to be bleeding more than the others.
Yeah, I'll target that boy. 14.
Ooh, just.
Do. 8 points of damage.
Okay, nice one. How do you want to kill this one?
Hey.
Straight between the eyes into the skull.
With pinpoint accuracy, you aim your crossbow, your years of training coming into practice, and you pull the trigger, and the crossbow bolt flies true straight in between the eyes of the direwolf, letting out a yelp as it dies and falls to the floor, which now brings it round to Garrick's go.
That's my go again. Okay, let's come on far. I will. Yeah, I'll just use a firebolt. I'll just use a firebolt cantrip again.
Mhm.
I'll just go for the weakest one.
Yep.
Well, the one that looks like it's taken the most damage, the most blood on it.
Rolls it.
15.
Hit.
Nice.
4 damage, fucking hell.
That you'll
4
go
damage
over.
each. Yeah, that's me done.
Okay. Irina swipes with a sword. Misses. Ishmael swipes with his. Hits. Misses. And hits.
Go on, Ishmael.
15 points of damage. Is that enough?
Nice.
Fucking hell.
11, 21. Ooh, nearly. Just it's this direwolf is on its last legs.
Probably should.
It is now this direwolf's turn, and he latches back at Ishmark in anger. And does he hit? Yes, he does. 14 points of damage to Ishmark. And that is now Elias's go.
Wait, is this Mark not on the deck yet?
Nope.
Man's got more bloody health than we do.
No. I'm tempted to help him, but nah, fuck it.
Wow.
I'll go for another. I'm gonna go for another claw attack. 2 claw attacks.
Okay, roll.
21,
Boom.
Hit.
23.
2 hits.
Nice, Elias.
Quite.
16 points of damage with the claws. 16.
16.
Nice bit of damage there. Well done. Let your turn over.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, that is my turn over.
It's now one of the direwolves goes. Who's he going to target? Gamma.
Uh-oh.
It's a 22.
That's a hit. Oh.
12 points of damage.
Oh, that's significant.
That's his go over. It's now your go, Gamma.
Okay, can I blast the one back that just hit me?
Yep.
Please. So I'm going to aim my Eldritch Cannon at him, power it up with my Arcane Energy. What's that? 9 plus 2, 12.
Miss.
That's my go over.
Wait, since when is 9
It's-
plus 2, 12? I'm so good.
11. Quick math, boys. Quick math.
V, your go.
Ooh, how many are left?
2.
So the Alpha and his side hoe, yeah?
No, the alpha's dead.
I killed the Alpha, fuck yeah. Wait, was that the crossbow one, or...?
Yeah, crossbow.
Love to hear it. Right, they're all still out of melee range, so I'll just take a shooty shoot at, again, whichever is the weakest of the 2 remaining.
There's one that's like on its last legs.
Yeah, I'll have him. He's mine.
Get him down, yeah.
Would help if I could type. 8.
Oh, no.
A what?
800. 8.
800.
And the crossbow bolt flings off into the distance, into the trees surrounding you.
I'll just like mutter under my breath, shit, and then just like hit the carriage slightly with my fist, just as they're like, damn.
Okay, that's your go over, which brings it round to Irina's. He's gonna lash out, and she hits, and she kills one of the direwolf by just cutting it across the face, blinding it in one eye,
Oof.
and causing a deep gash into the other one. Now, Ishmark, will he kill the last one?
Go on,
With
Ishmael.
No.
their hands up.
No. Yes, he hits. That's 12 plus 3, 15. And Ishmark kills the last direwolf. You are now
Hey!
all out of
Hey.
combat.
Can I get him out of the?
Well done, Ishmael.
Is he still trapped, or is he?
No,
Oh, he got out,
Irina.
didn't he?
Yeah, Arena
Irina.
lifted it off.
Oh yeah, that's
It's
fine.
impressive he's killed
Saved
that
him.
many, and if he was still trapped.
Just grappling
He's
with
one
him,
arm
didn't he?
flying out.
Fair
Oh,
play.
yeah.
Ah, Ishmark. Where did those come from?
They are part of Strahd's spies. He must be watching us. They live in the woods, feast on lonely travelers.
Strahd can
The only
communicate. Carry on.
Yes, he can sometimes pose as one himself. He was not here. The woods are not safe.
How long till he notices that his minions and spies are missing and dead? Will he
He
know that we're
probably
coming?
already knows. It would do well not to linger. However, as you can see, the wagon is broken and we will need to repair it.
How long is that gonna take?
It depends how handy you are with tools.
Well, I happen to be a tinkerer of sorts. Can
I
I
will,
assess the
Think a
damage?
Taylor Soldier Gamma.
Yeah, can I try and assess the damage, or go on then?
I'll just say, Han will walk over to the Alpha and retrieve the bolt from its skull and just have a quick look over the wolves' like corpses, see if there's any, I don't know, just any items of interest at all, like any collars that they were wearing. I don't know, something along those lines.
Yeah, you walk over and each of the wolves has got a collar and their names are Spike, Sprinter, Hunter, and Dasher.
Ooh, we actually killed some legit dogs, but yeah.
Legit dogs.
Some of these
Right,
pets.
as
Most
you
dog, legit
boys
dog.
decide how you're going to try and fix the wagon, I'm just going to take a quick toilet break.
You going for a shit?
Check the timestamp to cut this bit when it gets edited.
So
Nah,
yeah,
I want a full description of his poo.
that's 48 minutes in, Joe.
Yeah.
48 minutes in, Joe.
What?
When
We
he
can
goes
edit
for a poo.
Oh, to tell me. if you're
Sorry,
editing.
when the
Okay.
DM goes for a poo.
I am back.
It's slam.
How big was your shit, Heath?
Tiny.
There was no.
Was it
wiping.
like a
One little
rabbit
look.
drop in?
There was no wiping whatsoever. Like
Oh, you did a ghosty.
that was
Yeah.
far too cool.
Ghost and a magic poo.
There's nothing wrong with not wiping.
I mean, it wasn't even a poo, but if
Just sit.
Just
Add chance to this.
no, sometimes
Oh,
like I'll
no.
challenge myself and see how long I can go before wiping.
Your missus must fucking hate you.
You're the kind of guy that would use his fucking sock.
No, I use my finger.
Oh, take his sock off.
If you
Put the sock back on.
if you don't have any toilet paper, just use your hand and then just wash your hands afterwards. No probs.
Oh.
You can get deeper as well and make sure you get all the poo out.
You just finger your
Anyway.
arsehole to wedge the poo out. Oh.
Basically.
DM,
Your
Yeah,
nails
please.
are good. Your nails are
we've
gonna pick.
digressed again. Have you decided how you're going to fix the wheel?
We don't know what state it's in. Like
Without
how damaged
shit.
is it?
What, your arsehole?
My glue. I've got my own personal brand of glue.
So, the front right wheel was bolted off as the lightning hit it. As the wagon is made of wood, it's scorched a little bit, but the spokes are still there for it to be reattached, and the wheel itself is made of iron. So,
Is the horse okay?
yeah, it was just a bit skittish. Obviously, as the lightning hit very near to it, and the wolves started to attack, but Irina has since calmed it down.
Good.
I'll go over to this this wheel and see if I can knock it back into shape with the metallic area. I can even I can infuse it with some magical
A
properties.
scent of
The
lavender.
lavender.
Oh well, I can make
Gotta buy my shoelace again.
No, I can make a structure more sturdy. I can make something smell nice. It makes something emit a message. So I should be able to knock something up if I get my hands on it for 10-20 minutes.
Okay, you Gamma goes to work, hammering the wheel back into shape and attaching it back to the wagon. What do the three
Make
of you
a
want to do?
perception check for
I was
any
gonna
more
say, yeah.
fucking wolves.
Perception checks like in the tree line and whatnot.
Yeah.
I'm kind of just observing like the wolf's body, because I mean, I presume we've never
Yes.
seen a dire wolf before.
No, yeah, I got 21 Eve.
Okay, you notice nothing out of the ordinary. The thundercloud has disappeared as well. It's back to its just grey, lightless cloud. It's probably you set off about 6 a.m. It's probably got to about 8 a.m. now by the time you're there.
There's no one
so-
else sort of like down the road or anything, or
Not that you can see. You're still at the crossroads. All you can see is the old gallows in front of you, and that's about it. So then, as Gamma is getting the finishing touches to the wheel, you hear footsteps from the northwest path coming down, coming through the round bend, through the trees. Appears to be a man dressed in bright, vibrant clothes, not dissimilar to the type of clothes you saw when you encountered the travellers outside of Daggerford. He has a beaming smile on his face and a bottle of wine in his hand. He's also almost skipping down the road. He notices you and does like a little jump and waves and skips a bit quicker. And he approaches you. Hello, friends! I can see that you're having some bother.
Do we recognise him, first of all?
No.
who are you?
Me. My name is Thomas.
And who are you? Why are you coming down this road?
Ah, well, me encampment's just up the road back there. We've got plenty of wine and food, and if you'd like to join us, you're more than welcome.
It is very unusual that you are in such high spirits in this place. You are the first person we have met in a matter of days who has any kind of excitement about them. Why are you so happy in such a dull land?
'Cause we're drinking and singing and dancing. It's a great time.
And you don't not bothered about the threat of the evil man or monster known as Strahd?
Well, between you and me, the leader of our pool sort of got an agreement. We don't bother him, he don't bother us.
And who's the leader of your people?
Ah, that'd be Madame Ava, of course. You know she can tell the future.
I'm not familiar with her. Has anybody else heard of him? Ishmark, can you help us? Does Ishmark know who this Madame Ava is?
Isn't that the woman from the camp in the Fey Run?
Don't think so.
DM, is that the same person or a different person?
She was mentioned, but she wasn't in the camp.
Ah.
Is it your kin that has transported us here? We've heard that name before.
Ah, potentially. Oh, fucking hell, I've gone Australian there. To compose myself, sorry boys. Oh, that'd be true. Can you remind me any of the names that you might have heard or spoke to back in the camp, mate? I've got a fucking hell, did it again.
It's half Australian.
Start off Irish and just slowly progress, and then it
It's
mate.
it's fucking
Wine is
Joe
kicking in.
It's because Joe's speaking in a fucking Aussie accent.
It's okay. We still love you.
We need to figure out what we want to do because we want to. Do we need to get back or we could?
I think we should see what they got going. They must have something. I mean, if
Should we go suss it out?
We
Is
need
the thingy repaired?
I'm in the process of repairing it, it's just when the DM says it's repaired.
Okay.
Like,
Um,
I'll go.
Yeah, you managed to repair the wheel.
I say, how far
Oh,
away
yes.
is it? This encampment that you speak of?
Just up the road, just back up there, lads. It'd take us about 5-10 minutes.
Is this the way that we were heading anyway?
Yeah, have you asked him
I-
that question, or is that
No,
a general
that's
question
to
me?
you. Sorry, that's to you.
There's where the gallows are. There's two paths. You haven't chosen which way you wanted to go.
We didn't choose our split. I'm going to say, excuse me, sir. Do you mind if I quickly speak with my colleagues before we make a decision?
No, you carry on. I'm just gonna take a few more swigs of me wine.
Okay, I'll turn to everybody. Okay, everybody, what do you think? Do you think we head with him and try and understand who this Madame lady is? I've had strange dreams before, you know. I feel like this could be solving some of my answers.
I think we need to check it out, but I don't trust him, so we need to keep on guard.
Well, you remember what happened the last time we trusted some
Well,
travellers at a campsite? We got
Exactly.
magically
Careful with this
destroyed,
fucking
yeah.
place.
It matters not what we want. We need to speak to Ismark and Irina, see how they feel.
Okay. V, do you want to approach them and see what they say?
I'll let you do that.
Okay. I'm going to walk over to Ishmark, then Eth, and Irina.
Yep.
Are they stood together?
Yeah, they're both sat on the wagon again.
I'll say, Ishmark, Irina, it is nice to see you. However, what do you think about this traveller lot? Can they be trusted? Are they taking us off course?
We can pass through that way to get to destination. I have no real love for Vistani.
Is that what they are?
There's difference of opinion. They are supposedly Strahd spies. If you speak to them, they say that they do not do his bidding, but he gives them leeway. As back in ancient times, they saved him from near death. He feels like he owes them a debt.
I think this could potentially be the key to stopping Strahd, this lady person.
You speak of as if you know her. Have you encountered Madame Eva before?
Not in person, but we've heard her name, and we've heard she holds quite high importance in their group.
You can
Might be
see
answers.
he's got a very resigned look on his face. You can see that he's torn between wanting to do what he wants to do, as he feels if they are Strahd spies, then it's a prime chance for them to pass information on of his plans as to what he intends to do with his sister. But at the same time, he can see that she's been cut up by the direwolf's bite. She looks a bit pale and a bit worse for wear.
I think
We will go with you. My sister needs to have her wounds tended.
We will be.
They are
we will
a
be
hospitable
cautious.
folk. That
We
is
will be very
probably for
cautious.
best.
we don't need to tell them our purpose. We could just make something up. Like we are travelling to find a new place to live. Or for food or something. I'm sure we can think of something, surely?
You sometimes have bad humor, but that was good. New place to live indeed.
Oh yes,
Chilly
but
steel man.
thank you. I appreciate you calling me a steelman this time. However, we will just say that you are travelling with your sister to... You've lost something on your travels previously and you're trying to find it again. That is why we're there.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I think if Strahd knows who we are and he sent those wolves, then I think this Vistani guy probably knows who we are. And the fact that we've just seen him now is a little bit suspicious.
So you think the Vistani...
I think we know. I think he knows where we are, and I think these Vistani know who we are.
So, do we need to cut their throats in their sleep?
I suppose if it gets to it, maybe. We could still
You,
burn their place down.
As you're deliberating, you hear Thomas's voice pipe back up. Are you guys coming or what? I've just finished my wine and I want to get another bottle.
I'll quickly whisper to everybody. Okay, nobody drink any of their wine. Just pretend to. We're not going to get drugged or poisoned this time, but we'll go with them. Okay? Coming,
All right, mate.
Thomas.
We're coming now.
Coming, Thomas. No problem. And I'll merrily make my way over to him and go for a handshake.
He grips your hand and then puts his other one over the palm. Pleasure's all mine. Come on, right this way.
Can
and
we
he starts skipping off again at a leisurely pace with you in tow. As you start to leave the crossroads behind, you hear the creaking noise from behind you, and it's coming from the gallows. Before, where there was nothing, now hangs a lifeless grey body. The breeze turns the hanged figure slowly so that it can fix its dead eyes upon you. Garrick, V, and Gamma, you just see a normal body. Has no recollection to any of you. You have no idea who or what this person is. But to the horror of your eyes, Elias, you see yourself hanging there, limp and lifeless.
What the fuck is that? Guys,
Oh
have
my
you seen
God.
this?
Elias, is that you?
No, you don't see
Oh.
Gamma, V, and Garrick. You don't see Elias. You just see an unknown person. Only you can see that it's yourself, Elias.
It's still
I'll,
odd.
I'll speak to Tom and I'll be like, why does that guy look? Why is that me on that rope?
Oh, I can't see anyone on the rope. You okay, friend?
I can see myself.
This place plays tricks on you. Believe you me.
Fuck. I'm
Tell
just
you
gonna
what,
start
I got a
quaking in my
great
boots.
bottle of wine. It'll clear your head, no problem. Well, I say clear. It'll get rid of some nasty thoughts for you.
I appreciate the offer, mate, but I'm not drinking tonight. I need to keep aware of what's happening.
Suit yourself. More for me.
Can I make an Arcana check on the on myself? I suppose.
You're gonna go over to the body.
Uh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I inspect? Can I inspect the body?
Yep.
See what's on it.
You.
What do you want me to do?
So you go over to your corpse hanging from the gallows, and you reach out your hand and grab its leg to try and feel any magical presence coming off. And the second that your hand touches the corpse's leg, your own leg, it just melts and dissolves away into nothingness, leaving an
My
empty
own leg?
gallows. Not your leg yourself, the corpse.
Oh my god! Oh, it just melts.
Yeah, the corpse has melted away in front of you.
I just jump back and I'm like, fuck. Oh, I don't know what's happening, guys.
So what can we actually see, DM, sorry? Compared to
What?
what Elias can see. So do we see a body and his legs melting, we just can't make it out to be Elias?
It's gone now, but before you just saw an unrecognised body. It could have been anyone from Barovia or other towns.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I didn't know if we could see it and he couldn't, and he sees himself, or we can't see it and then he just sees the body. So Elias.
You saw a body, but it wasn't Elias's. Elias saw his body.
Elias.
Does Elias look any different? Has anything changed on him?
No, other than
while he's seeing it.
just a bit shell shocked.
Elias, that body didn't look like you to us. That just looked like a random body.
Mate, that was me. I saw it. Oh, I don't know what's happening. Maybe I've eaten something funny, but fuck, that was scary.
This is very odd. We need to keep our eye on it. Perhaps you're hallucinating.
I don't know.
Are you scared? at the
I'm
moment?
gonna proceed within sort of like going forward. I'm just gonna proceed with like heavy caution now because I'm just freaked out, obviously.
Okay. So you start to head upwards, and the road gradually disappears and is replaced by a twisted, muddy path through the trees. Deep ruts in the earth are evidence of the comings and goings of wagons. The canopy of mist and branches suddenly gives way to black clouds boiling far above. There is a clearing here next to a river that widens to form a small lake, several 100 feet across. 5 colourful round tents, each 10 feet in diameter, are pitched outside a ring of 4 barrel-topped wagons. A much larger tent stands near the shore of the lake, its sagging form lit from within. Near this tent, 8 unbridled horses drink from the river, and you can hear the sound of music and revellers being played as you approach. Thomas has a skip in his step even more happily as he is approaching his camp, and you start to hear the music play.
Remember not to drink anything, guys. Or eat anything, for that matter.
Is this Mr. Brightside?
I
What
was
the
gonna-
fuck?
I was gonna say. Definite demonetized. Is this copyright safe? Jesus.
Like
It's-
hardcore,
Oh
isn't
my
it?
It's
It's,
God.
it's Vistani core. There's people dancing around the
Vistani core.
fire. Yeah,
Oh
sipping-
my
I just
sipping out
can't
of
look.
their There's a person with a wooden box using it as the drums. A man with a small lute-looking guitar.
That's
They're all-
made me
they're all
even
having-
more scared and
They're all having a
shocked
very
than-
revelous time.
It's amazing.
so
They
funny.
know to have fun down there in Vistani Land.
Yeah, man. Love a good party.
So
This is
as
amazing.
this is going on, you approach the camp. Thomas has left you completely alone. He's joined in with the partying around the fire. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna go to Thomas. Can you show me to is it Madam Eva? Is it?
Thomas has gone off. You just left
Oh.
in the.
Hmm. Is there any
can I make a
fancy looking
perception check to see if if there's like a nice looking tent?
Yep. Make a perception check for me.
7. Fuck.
They all look very similar to you. Can't tell if there's one that's any better.
I'm going to look around, see if I can identify a tent that might have some kind of witchery or something more mysterious or spooky in it.
Yep. Roll.
I got a 11.
You don't notice any. What did you do? An Arcana check.
No, I just a what do you call it? Perception check.
Again, you don't notice anything special, but it's just it just tends to one looks larger than the rest, and it's closer to the river.
I'm going to point out to everybody saying, I believe that this tent we should investigate. It might house the Madame, and I feel like that is the purpose we need to obtain here. We need to speak to her.
Yeah.
As you start to approach that tent, one of the Vistani drunkenly stumbles in front of you, and he looks you up and down. Oh, I tell you what, I've got a great tale for you lads. Do you want to hear it?
Go on then.
Right. Do you want to take a seat, or you can stand up unceremonial like?
No, mate, we're gonna stand.
I will stand.
Right, suit yourself, and he just flops to the floor on the dirt. Empty bottle of wine in one hand and a full bottle in the other. He drinks from the empty one and notices it's empty and throws it away. Lands in the fire with a crack. Then he starts to drink from his full bottle. Right. So, a mighty wizard came to this land over a year ago. I remember him like it were yesterday. He stood exactly where you're standing. A very charismatic man he was. He thought he could rally the people of Barovia against the devil Strahd. He stirred them with thoughts of revolt and bore them to the castle en masse. When the vampire appeared, the wizard's peasant army fled in terror. A few stood their ground and were never seen again. The wizard and the vampire cast spells at each other. Their battle flew from the courtyards of Ravenloft to a precipice overlooking the falls. Saw the battle with my own eyes. Thunder shook the mountainside, and great rocks tumbled down upon the wizard. Yet by his magic, he survived. Lightning from the heavens struck the wizard, and again he stood his ground. But when the devil Strahd fell upon him, the wizard's magic couldn't save him. I saw him thrown 1,000 feet to his death. I climbed down to the river to search for the wizard's body, to see if, he had anything of value. But the river Ivelish had already spirited him away.
Where is this wizard
Pleasant
now?
story you've got there.
Is it true?
Well, yeah, saw it with my own eyes.
Doesn't mean it's true. He could be making it up.
Well, it's my word against yours.
So, say this was true. How does it affect us specifically?
Well, it don't. You know, I just thought so I thought I'd tell you the story. I mean, most people are grateful to hear it.
It's
Bastards.
a very, very nice story, but we're actually here with the same purpose, to defeat Strahd.
Right, well, you're best off going to see Madam Eva then, if you ain't gonna get involved in the revelry, you miserable bastards.
Where?
On your
where
way.
is she?
That big tent over there by river.
Thank you for the story, my friend. It was very entertaining. Sorry we can't enjoy the merriment.
Well, just means that there's more wine going around for me. See you, lads. He just gets back up and moves into the revelry.
What did he look like, this one?
He's got a wispy moustache and long black hair that covers his ears down to his shoulders. He's wearing a bright red coat and bright green trousers. He's a bit of an eyesore, to be honest. But that is all you see of him as he melts and mingles with the crowd, and it just becomes like a blur of colour as you slowly approach the tent of what you assume to be Madam Eva.
Has she got like a plank of wood hanging so I could knock before coming in?
No, it's just the tent's open.
Oh, okay, so we can walk straight in.
Yep. Magic flames cast a reddish glow over the interior of this tent, revealing a low table covered in a black velvet cloth. Glints of light seem to flash from a crystal ball on the table as a hunched figure peers into its depths. As the crone speaks, her voice crackles like dry weeds. At last, you have arrived. Crackling laughter bursts like mad lightning from her withered lips.
You're expecting us?
But of course, I've already spoken to you all.
You?
Haven't I? C12 Gamma 6.
You?
Han Velising, Elias the Grizzly, and Orin Garrick. Welcome to Barovia.
How do you know our names?
I know everything. I can see the future, the past, the present.
And the future.
Han will look like as much as you can see of his face, just his eyes, like very shooketh, because obviously this will be the, I guess, the reveal to the rest of the group of his true
Did you say
name and stuff.
shooketh, by the way?
I'm not taking any further questions at this time.
Shooketh.
Oh, that's funny. Anyway, can I? Yeah, I'll be like, so if you know our names, can you give us any more information on? Clearly, you've sent us here, so what are we doing here?
It has decided upon you lot to be its champions. And before I visited you each in turn and told you all about the different things, where you must go, who you must seek out, but what wicked webs you have weaving to create new fate and the changes in the wind. Please let me allow you to do another card reading whilst you're here.
Ooh.
It can't hurt.
I also have questions when the card reading has been completed. Or can I ask them before?
It depends what kind of questions they are.
Well, these dreams that we had, that you influenced, would that be correct to say?
You're very wise for how young you are.
Well, can you please explain to me who the Broken One is?
You see, you have already changed the course of fate with your actions. What was once now is not the same.
So, all this business about going to the mountains and climbing a tower, the history, knowledge of ancient past, looking inside a fortress, places behind a hidden fire, swords lying hidden away, this is all meaningless now?
Yes, absolutely. But I can tell you now, if you let me do another card reading, it will all become clearer. You'll have a true sense of purpose. I know what you're doing, who you're escorting.
How?
Believe you, I know everything.
How can you possibly know that?
I am wise beyond my years, powerful beyond your dreams.
It does appear that way. It does appear that way indeed. I must have a moment to speak to my party members. Please, if you will.
By all means, I'll ready the deck, shall I?
I'm going to turn and sort of huddle with the Elias and Orin and say, who wants to go first with this card reading? I'm not sure if it will mean anything, as we have all had dreams, I believe. Am I correct?
Oh, I haven't, but
You haven't had a dream?
no. But I think this might be quite helpful to all of us.
Perhaps you should have a card reading then.
Let's go for it.
Beg pardon, Elias, did you say you weren't visited?
I don't recall.
What silly memory you have. It must be turning into the beast all the time that you forget things. I each in turn told you all about the location of knowledge, your weapon, the holy symbol, the enemy, and the ally. You must have forgotten.
Yeah, my memory's not so good. I've slept since then, so can't really remember.
But alas, it is not an individual card reading. I will do it all as one. Please, all of you, take a seat.
Thank you, but first of all, I must say, I asked for a private conversation and you completely butted in there. So, in future, when people say that they want a private conversation, please do not eavesdrop. Thank you.
Yeah. Gamma, cool it.
She completely fucking eavesdropped on us, the bitch.
Fam, she knows everything. There's no such thing as a private conversation. That was a stupid thing to even say. Of course she's gonna hear what we're saying.
Well, one can hope.
We
Okay.
didn't even leave the vicinity. We were just talking really loud right
she
next
fucking,
to her.
She fucking knows what we're gonna say 20 hours from now.
Well, I thought we were being sneaky.
Yeah, like we'd huddling in a tent, probably about 2 meters from, and like, what are we gonna do?
Sneaky in front of literally the omnipotent god before us.
Right then, I will take a seat around her card reading table.
I too will take a knee.
Eric, I mean, you're probably standing up and you're at like eye level of the table. So
Yeah, like
she
Donald
looks,
like everyone else.
she looks down at you. Would you like a box?
Oh, I'll just sit on the floor.
Yes.
Will
Oh,
you be able
no.
to see the cards, or would I have
Actually,
to display them to you?
I'll sit on the box then.
Oh, of course. And she like potters into the back and rummages around a bit, moves to this and that. A few like pouches jingle, a few like trinkets are moved, and she finds you like a rough wooden box that looks like it used to hold wine. And she turns it over. That should be sturdy enough. There you go. Plots it down in front of you.
I'll take my seat.
You get onto the box, and you can now see onto the table where her crystal orb is. Gamma, what are you doing?
I'll just stand up behind.
Okay. With arms folded, looking a bit
Well, like
pissed off, I imagine.
Gamma's being a salty bitch.
No, I'm not. I'm indifferent. I just I'm trying to understand how manners work, obviously, and then this silly bitch is just like completely.
Man's eyes are gonna like turn red, and he's just gonna turn evil on us.
Okay, Gamma, reduce SAS by 40%, please.
But yeah, I'm ready.
She lifts her arms up, and the lights around the tent go out, and all that you can see is the light pooling from the orb on the table in front of you. mist seems to encircle around the table and around Madame Eva as she starts to shuffle the cards slowly and deliberately. She has her eyes closed and her mouth moves silently as if she's chanting something to herself. And then she opens her eyes and puts the deck split on the table. She looks at each of you in turn, and she picks a card up from the right-hand side. The 3 of coins, the trader. Look to the Wizard of Wines. In wood and sand, there the treasure hides. And then she, again, picks up another card from the right-hand side.
Will we be able to? Sorry, Dan. Will we be able to get a written transcript of this at some point in?
I was gonna
Yes, I'll put it in.
In
I'll
a
put
log
it in
just
story
so-
mode.
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna need to refer back to this many weeks from now.
Yes.
And she takes the second card from the right-hand side deck. The 7 of glyphs. Charlatan. I see a lonely mill on a precipice. The treasure lies within. And then she then picks up a third card from the right-hand sided deck. The 4 of stars. The Abjurer. I see a fallen house, guarded by a great stone dragon. Look to the highest peak. And then she moves that right-handed side deck further away and then pulls over the other smaller deck on the left-hand side. And she starts to hold a hand over it and again closes her eyes and sort of chants to herself wordlessly. And she picks up a card and puts it on the table. The artifact. Look for an entertaining man with a monkey. This man is more than he seems. And again, the light in the orb seems to go dim as she holds a hand over the deck for the final card that she goes to pull out. You can see a real high level of concentration on her face as though she's willing the cards to tell her where it will be. The mist seems to get thicker and you struggle to see Madame Eva in front of you. The light is that dim that it's really heavily obscured. And then all of a sudden you hear the cards can't see where the evil lurks. The mists obscure all. She puts the card down on the table and instantly the fog evaporates. The lights come back on. And she seems a bit shaken.
What did you see, madame? Please tell us.
I cannot see where he is. He is being secretive. I cannot help you. If you should be here in 3 days' time, I could try again.
But we need
Do you
to come
speak
back.
of Strahd?
Say that again?
Do you speak of Strahd?
Yes.
Him.
I'm a bit lost for words. You want us to return
No
to this
shit.
place?
That is your choice. You have other pressing matters to attend to. But should you wish to know where your enemy lies, return in 3 days' time.
You
I will
still
be here.
Does this camp not move? You will still be here in 3 days then?
People come and go, but we have no reason. We have a clean source of water. We can travel to town to gather food, or we can go hunting.
What do
You are
guys
heading to
think?
Valaki, yes?
Yes, is our path still safe to make then? To where we are going? Now you know our purpose?
Of course. There are things on the way, and there are things past it.
Yes, but I'm kind of worried about our path now that don't the Vistani and your people know all about Strahd and know our purpose? Will they not tell Strahd and he will come after us?
Well, there seems to be I suppose a rumor going round that we are Strahd's spies. That is wholly untrue.
So
We
it's-
sometimes do his bidding, and he allows us a bit of leeway. He owes us a great debt. And in turn, we turn a blind eye to him, he turns a blind eye to us. We are neither his allies nor his enemies.
So he must know that we are here right now. Then there's no way
He has
that he won't
spies
know
all
that.
over. Thomas seems to have informed me that you encountered some direwolves on the way.
Yes.
They are undoubtedly his.
So he will
The
know we are
person
around
you
here.
travel with, he has a lust for her.
So you're aware of the lady who we travel with.
Irina, yes.
What do you think about our purpose? Do you think we will be able to succeed in our task?
In truth, Irina will not be safe anywhere as long as Strahd lives. But Vallaki is well more defended than Barovia, and should that fail, Krek lies far to the west.
Thank you for your wise words. I think that this will help us going forward. I intend for us and my party to return to you in 3 days, when you can tell us more about the location of Strahd. Does everybody else agree?
I agree.
I agree.
Right, let's go.
Yes, let's be quick about it too.
Thank you for your hospitality and your card readings. It was very helpful.
You are most welcome.
Just,
Please.
just a quick question.
Yes,
before we
of
leave.
course.
What is this debt Strahd owes you then?
You see, we saved his life when he was not but a cursed man, when he used to roam the realms under his father's name and armies. He was wounded, fleeing from battle. We saved him.
Hello?
Took him in as
Sorry,
one of
my
our...
fucking disconnected any. Sorry.
what part
Literally
did you...
asked the question, it went. As soon as I asked the question, it went.
He used to roam these realms as an uncursed man, a general in his father's army. And one day he was badly wounded, hunted down by his enemies, and we saved him, nursed him back to health, and protected him as one of our own. He managed to escape, only to return years later with this curse bestowed upon him. Ever since then, he has owed us a debt of gratitude, and that is why he gives us leeway in these lands.
That makes
Sometimes
sense.
he asks certain one of us to fetch playthings to bring. Little did he know that his latest playthings may be his undoing. But that is up to you and the decisions you make.
What you were the
I just
reason...
have.
Carry on. Carry on,
No,
sorry.
go on.
So you and your people are the reason that we got brought here? We were meant to be his playthings? When the last Vistani brought us from our own realms?
Strahd has two goals. To marry Irina, his so-called beloved. And the other is to find a person worthy of his domain and title to become the ruler of Barovia. Whether that be one of you, none of you, or all of you, remains to be seen.
I do have one more question. The man hanging just outside of your camp, I saw him and he looked exactly like me. In fact, it was me I saw. Can you explain that?
Perhaps a warning? Or just your eyes playing tricks on you? Did anyone else see the same thing?
No, it was just me, but it was clear as day.
Interesting. Strahd knows of your presence. He has met you outside of the Durst family home. Maybe
He met
he has
us?
used illusion.
Maybe.
So, the children who we met outside of the Durst home was Strahd's reincarnation of himself? An image?
No. The Durst family used to live in Barovia. They worship dark powers and dark evils. They made a deal with Strahd. They sacrificed people in the hope that he would grant them immortality. Strahd cared not for them, but allowed them to do his bidding, all the while leading them on. The children unfortunately starved to death as they were locked away, whilst Elizabeth and Gustav slowly succumbed to the darkness and died themselves. The house, in its ever need for souls to be sacrificed, tries to lure people in with the idea of helping poor, helpless children. It's quite clever, if not barbaric. Apologies, Elias.
It's okay. I think we've got all our information now. I think we'll be seeing you in a few days. But I
You're-
think we will go now.
You're more than welcome to stay should you wish to recover some of your wounds. Or if you would rather get along, by all means.
I think we should stay the evening and go in the morrow.
I agree. Safe to travel on the roads on first light.
Wait, where Ishmark and Irene are at the moment?
They're outside in the camp.
Oh, they did come into the camp. Okay. Again, yeah, we need to inform them of the plan if we're gonna stay the night. If we want to do that.
Let's go and tell them. Okay, should we go and speak to those and... Okay, can I go outside and try and find Ishmark and Irina, please?
Yep. They're easy to spot as they dress nothing like the Vistani. They're not currently dancing or singing around the fire. And you approach them. What news did you get from the seer?
We have lots of news and learned lots of things. She did a card reading for us, where we learnt about Strahd. But however, we need to return in 3 days' time to get a better understanding of where he is, as she does not have the information for us now. I think we are being tracked or watched, but I suppose we already know that from what you said.
We need to get
Undoubtedly
you
so.
guys to safety, and then we'll return later. But I think we repair the cart and then maybe head off in the morning.
Yes, for now we need to rest, as we have all taken lots of damage from these wolves.
One of these Vistani had healing powers. He has boosted me and Irina. We do not wish to stay the evening here. We are heading on to Valaki.
You're going to leave without us?
That is your choice.
I would rather come with you.
Yeah, let's go then.
Can
If you
this
think we should
Rustina
go
heal
now,
us?
we'll go now.
Can this Vistani heal us as well before we leave?
You could ask.
Is everybody okay with that?
It's
Yep.
fine by me.
I could do the heal.
Can you point him in the right direction? Point us in the right direction and we'll head off with you.
He is that drunken fool over there by fire.
Mm.
And you see a man that's got like a hat, but it's kind of skewiff as it's slowly starting to fall off his head. The more drunk and he starts leaning over a bit to the side. He's just sitting on like a log near the fire.
Anybody wants to go up to him? I'll go up to him then. I'll walk up to him and try and give him a bit of a nudge if he's still asleep or sleeping. Just a gentle nudge to start with.
You nudge him slightly on the shoulder, and he sort of nearly topples off the bench. What you did that for?
Hello, I did not mean to push you so strongly. My sincerest apologies, my friend. That
Yeah, need bother.
I think we got off on the wrong foot. I hear that you have healing capabilities. Am I correct?
Aye, that be true.
You wouldn't happen to be able to heal me and my companions here, would you? We have sustained a bit of damage from, I would say, some nasty creatures. I think they were
What?
wolves.
What are you? I haven't seen your kind before. And
Ah.
he stands up and sort of like sways a bit and leans forward and he gets his fist and he like sort of knocks on your chest to see if it's a hollow sound.
I'll go, whoa. Steady on there, my friend. You can knock on me all you want, but I don't think you'll find anything. I'm a magical construct of sorts. It is a long story.
Right.
A very long story.
Well, if you wish to tell it, I'll be here. We can share a bottle, but do you drink?
I do not wish to share with you any beverages or food. From the first instance, I cannot eat beverages and food. As you can tell, I am fueled by magical energies, and I don't think food would be much good for me. And second of all, we are rather short for time, you see. Our friends over here, who you also healed, and I'll point over towards Elena and Ishmark. You've recently healed them. We are hoping that you would be able to repair us and heal us before we leave.
Right. Yeah, don't worry.
I'm sorry to rush you, my friend.
I'll put in my best healing powers for you. Just show me the way.
We are back in 3 days' time, so our plan says. So we can discuss more, and perhaps I'll fill you in more on where I came from.
Alright, sounds good to me. But let's get your healing going first.
Thank you very much. Yep, fucking heal me up, bitch.
So he stumbles over and he looks at you all and he's like, right, everyone gather close together.
Okay, we're gonna gather up.
Big smiles now.
I'll come over.
And he holds out his hands, palms facing upwards, and he looks to the sky. He starts to chant to himself. And then a bright orange glow seems to appear from his two palms. You can feel the warmth radiating from it. He holds it up to his hand and blows, and the gold aura moves all around you. Your bite marks seem to heal over as the skin becomes new. Any claw marks on you fade away slowly. And you feel revigorated, and you each gain 15 hit points back.
Nice.
Right, that's all I've got for you. You be on your way now. Safe travels.
What is your name, my friend?
Do you know what? I've drunk myself that drunk, I can't even remember.
Well, next time we're here, my
What?
name is Gamma.
Volkov.
Polkov. I will remember your name and come back to you. Please, stay well.
Aye, lightways. And then he just sort of leans forward to shake your hand, but completely misses it and just face plants the ground. And he's fast asleep.
I'll just pat his back while he's on the face planted on the ground. Okay.
So you are now healed 15 hit points, and you are back on your way, leaving the fun revelry of the Vistani camp behind. It's got a bit dimmer now as it's approaching evening. And you are now currently heading up on a northwestern passage. Are you staying in the same formation with Elias and Elias and Han up front, Gamma and Garrick sitting in the back?
Garrick
Yeah.
submitted.
I'm along the one of the sides.
Long ball.
On the wing. Han
Yeah,
on the wing.
I'm on the
So you leave the muddy footpath along and you start to follow the river to the base of a canyon, at the far end of which a great waterfall spills into a pool, billowing forth clouds of cold mist. A great stone bridge spans the canyon nearly 1,000 feet overhead.
What do we want to do?
Oh, is that? Sorry, I thought it was going to be more description. Can we see where we're heading in the general direction? Like where we headed? How far ahead can we see?
Yeah, probably about 40 feet ahead of you, and you can like sort of take up a little like hillside path that will lead you to the stone bridge, or you can kind of go through the shallow part of the river, and cross over that way.
Should we go shallow part of river?
You know the shallow part. How deep is it? Like, am I going to drown?
Well, you're in the wagon, so you'll be all right.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Okay. Let's go through. Shall I suggest that we go through the shallow part of the river to everyone? Can I suggest that, please?
Let's go then.
Yeah.
We were right in the cart anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Let's
You
go
cross through the river. A bit slow going as the horse struggles with the current. You manage to get through that and start to return back to a normal sort of dirt road, which bends westward, and then starts to loop around again up to a north point, at which point you approach in the distance what you can see as two huge sets of gates. And again, fog spills out of the forest ahead to swallow up the road behind you. Jutting from the impenetrable woods on both sides of the road are high stone buttresses looming grey in the fog. Huge iron gates hang on the stonework. Dew clings with cold tenacity to the rusted bars. Two headless statues of armed guardians flank the gate, their heads now lying among the weeds at their feet. They greet you with only silence. In the crossroads before the gates, in the middle of the road, the forest and the fog is inescapable. As it splits into two, widening towards the east, you see patches of cobblestone suggesting that the eastern branch was once an important thoroughfare. Parked at the fork in the road, pointed east, is a large black carriage drawn by two black horses. The horses snort puffs of steamy breath into the chill mountain air. The side of the carriage door swings open silently.
Fuck.
Can I make a perception check?
Yep.
21.
You look, and this looks like a very expensive and fancy carriage. The horses are draft horses and pitch black. Their eyes seem to be glazed over, as though they're not controlled by their own thoughts.
I'll look at Ismark and say, do you recognise this horse and carriage?
I have not seen it before, but by the look of the horses and the wealth invested into it, I would say it's Strahd's.
Fuck, we need to get past there to get to the place we need to go, right?
We do not want to take the east path. That would lead us to the castle.
So we need to go which way?
North, through the gates.
That thing's blocking our way.
No, it is not. We would get around it.
And what do you think?
Well, if Ismark says it's okay, then we have reason to trust him.
I think we should approach it cautiously.
Always.
Can I sort of make a stealth check to move forward from now on, please?
Yep. I'll just assume that you're going at a slow pace. I mean, you can't really be stealthy when you've got a wagon, to be honest. But
that is true. That is. Oh, I'm such a fucking idiot.
You're
Just hiding underneath the
Just
horse.
get some
Clinging onto
WD-40 on the wheels.
yeah. So
I'll tinker. I can put a magical effect on the cart so it sounds like a slowly moving stream.
You
Nah,
naughty little tinker.
I'm not gonna bother doing that. That's just ridiculous. Carry on.
you slowly start to make your way up towards the fork in the road where the gates are. And you pass by the carriage. There is no sign of life. There's not a person driving the carriage, and there is no one waiting inside as you go past and peer through. The horses just stomp their hooves and snort and stand there motionless. And you slowly go through the gates, all the while looking behind you. The carriage doesn't move. And eventually you go round the bend and it leaves your view. You can no longer see it. The road starts to bend upwards and then forks to the west again. It's a very hilly area that you're on at the moment, and it slowly, gradually increases every time you go forward. And you eventually come to a path that leads northward and then branches out to the left, on which you can see the old Svalich Road transitions here from being a winding path through the Ballinok Mountains to a lazy trail that hugs the mountainside as it descends into a fog-filled valley. In the heart of the valley, you see a walled town near the shores of a great mountain lake, its waters dark and still. A branch in the road leads west to a promontory, atop which is perched a dilapidated stone windmill, its warped wooden vanes stripped bare.
That's the windmill, boys.
Ah,
Didn't I say something about treasure being in there?
I think so, but it might be a trap. I don't know if I still trust this Ava.
what do we have to lose, is what I would say.
Yeah,
I
let's
agree.
keep going.
I don't know.
Mark, should we still keep going?
You have business here, but we do not. I do not wish to enter that place.
Really? Are you scared?
Very much so. If you wish to return, it would be a short journey from Valaki. It is getting dark as well.
Yeah, I think we should return to the windmill later.
Okay, I think that is a good idea.
Onwards then.
Very good. We'll go on. You press upwards north, which then starts to loop around the base of the mountain. And you can see as it starts, the hillside becomes inaccessible to the east. The path loops back on itself up above you, turns in a westerly direction. Through a gap in the trees and the encircling fog, you can see a huge lake at the base of a mountain. You carry on through a western direction and slowly, ever so slowly, approach the town with fortified walls and guard houses posted upon the front. At this point, it is now about 10 p.m. after your journeying, and you approach the eastern gate wall of the town of Valaki. And then you see some torches lit on the precipices above, and 3 torches appear in the middle of the iron gates that is closed down. The lead person approaches. All right, who goes there? And that is where we will end the session.
Hey, nice.
Who bloody goes there, mate?
That was sick.
Fucking hell.
That was class.
That's again so much information.
There's a lot of gear, mate. A lot of gear.
Loads of gear. Loads of crack rocks.
No, not again.
Oh dear.
No, that was
Well,
really
that
good
was
for Neve. Cheers for that.
interesting. That was very
Yes, thank you.
very
course,
spicy.
yeah.
How long did that take to prep
All right,
for?
boys. That was probably about 2.5 days.
Fuck me, mate.
Solid as well. He didn't stop. He didn't even sleep. It was 2 solid days.
Yeah, just
The dedication to the DMing.
dusk till dawn.
No, it's definitely worth
You can
it.
sleep well now, Heath. Well done.
Yeah, ready to do it all again, ready for the next session.
Nice. Thanks for listening, guys, to the 2 Dice One Baby podcast. Been a pleasure. Good night.